Collection pages give each collection item its own dedicated page. Building and designing a collection page for one collection item builds pages for every collection item. Building pages dynamically saves hours in the development process, and even more time as we add new content down the road. To put that to the test, we've asked Keegan to build the same thing using static pages.
Wait, you wanted the whole collection?
We're going to work on our collection pages in 4 parts: how to access collection pages, building and designing collection pages, configuring collection page settings, and this is super important for SEO, and finally, we'll show how to link to our collection pages. If we have time, we'll check in on Keegan, who's set to finish sometime next month, give or take. First part, accessing collection pages. We've already set up a collection for our blog posts, and each item's fields are filled with content. And whenever a collection is created, a collection page template is automatically created as well. So to access it, we can head over to the Pages panel, and under CMS Collection Pages, click on our blog posts template. And it's blank right now because we haven't added anything yet. But this template is for every post in that collection. We can even navigate to each of them in the dropdown over here. That's accessing. Next, let's build. And we can build and style this just like any other page. Drag in a nav bar, create a hero section, add a rich text element, you name it. But here's the difference. These elements start off as static. That is, until we bind them to something from the collection. So let's do that. With this heading selected, let's bind it to the name field, the blog's title. Next, we'll bind this paragraph to the blog summary field. We can do the same with this image, bind it to the main image, and all we're doing is just binding the elements to the fields in our collection we want to display on our page. That's all it takes to turn a static layout into something dynamic. Holding down Option and Shift and using the arrow keys, we can cycle through each blog post. Notice how the layout stays consistent, but the content we just bound updates on all of these pages. But if you want to make some slight variations from page to page, you can use conditional visibility to show or hide elements based on the content in each collection item. For example, we can make it so that this element is displayed on this collection page if this field is switched on. And again, because everything's dynamic, every design and structure change you make on one page scales across every page. And when you or a team member adds a new item to this collection, a fully styled page is automatically created with all of the elements already bound to the right fields. No extra work needed. That's building. Next, let's configure settings for our CMS template page. Like any page, collection pages have their own settings. In the Pages panel, hover over the template and click on the gear icon. Here, you can control SEO titles and descriptions, Open Graph preview settings, RSS feed settings, custom code, and more. Just like on our page, we can also bind collection fields here. Add the fields you want, and now each blog post page has a unique title and description. And all of the settings here apply to every page. That was configuring settings. Final part, linking. So how do you actually get to these pages? Usually through a collection list. On our homepage, we've got a list of featured blog posts. This is referencing the same blog post collection as well. And the item content is all wrapped in a link block. So with the link block selected, we can go over to element settings, and under link settings, we'll choose collection page and select current blog post. Now each card links directly to its corresponding collection page. No copy paste required. And that's it. Let's recap. You can access a collection page template through the Pages panel. Working on one collection page scales across all collection pages. Collection page settings let you bind fields for things like SEO and Open Graph. And finally, you can link to collection pages using collection lists. And that's using collection pages in Webflow.
Hello? Hello?